What I want you to focus on is winning the war, not the battle. One battle, lose it. I'd rather you lose it, okay? Win the war. How do you win the war? When again and again they keep going more and more negative and you don't go down with them and they realize they can't impact you or affect you, you have no idea the kind of freedom and power you have gained. How to handle our reaction when people try to hurt you and overpower you by words and actions. Savita, people are not trying to hurt you. People are just being themselves, and in the process we decide whether we want to be hurt or not. Okay? So I want to explain this a little more, Savita. I want you to start to know that no one can do anything to us. We can choose to react, we can choose to respond. Now it's going to be totally up to you. So let's say when someone says something to you, I want you to remember one thing. It's not important what they said, it's important what you say to yourself after they leave. So let's say my husband comes into the room and says, "How dirty you have kept this room, you're always just messing everything up, why can't you just clean up yourself, something, and he goes off. Now either I can be like, oh my god, I forgot to clean, I can make myself go on a guilt trip, or I can get angry with him as if he is any clean, he too left his towel on the bed this morning, I can go into that. Or I can go into a space where I can say, you know what, I just cleaned the room yesterday, only these 2 books are lying out of place. I know I'm doing what I need to do. If he can't recognize it, I'm not going to bother anymore, because you know what, he's impossible to please. And I'm going to not let my self-esteem fall, or I'm not going to let my reaction, I'm not going to let them win by making me come down. So if someone is trying to hurt you and you don't get hurt, who won? Who won? You, right? Do you want your enemy to win? No, right? So from today onwards, make sure when your enemy tries to anger you, you don't get angered. When your enemy tries to hurt you, you don't. When I say enemy, I know they're not your enemy, but you know what I mean. People who around you are negative, right? So I want you to start to win that. Okay? You may lose the battle at that point. At that point, they may think you're weak. That's why you're keeping quiet. Doesn't matter. What I want you to focus on is winning the war, not the battle. One battle, lose it. I'd rather you lose it, okay? Win the war. How do you win the war? When again and again they keep going more and more negative and you don't go down with them and they realize they can't impact you or affect you, you have no idea the kind of freedom and power you have gained. So I want to encourage every single person today on this live, Insta live, that you know what, start to see if you can start to respond, practice responding rather than reacting, because you know what, too many of us have become puppets in the hands of others. They say one thing and our full day goes. They say one thing and we are not able to fix our mood. Why so much power in the hands of others? Rather, I want you to start to pretend you are Buddha. Will Buddha get affected with anything anybody says about him? Will Dalai Lama be affected by anything anybody says about him? No, right? See if you can raise yourself. I am happy I have so many followers on Instagram. Of course, I know that in that followers, some of them are going to be not so great, right? So I remember when I was growing right in the beginning and I touched my first 10k followers and there were a few trollers, I actually opened my bottle of wine that day and I said, Puneet, if I have people who hate me, that means I have people who love me. And I think for every one person that hates me, I think 100 love me. I want to focus on those 100, I don't want to focus on that one. I am choosing to react. You can choose to react. I've seen people, even when good happens to them, they are reacting negatively. Like somebody the other day was complaining to me how much tax they are having to pay. I said, that is such a beautiful problem to have. I hope that's a problem everyone has. In my tribe, I want that problem to exist for all the women in my tribe. That, oh my God, Puja, I earned so much money this month, I'm having to pay so much tax. That's a good problem. Sometimes we're not able to differentiate and we keep on reacting even to things that we actually should be grateful for. True or not? So I want you to start to look at it like this. See if you can deal with people better after all that I have told you.